Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are doing today is we got a bunch of requests down in the video, the ETB Damage Tribal deck that we actually throw in the Panharmonicon because it obviously needed it. And I mean, before Panharmonicon moves along with rotation, we've got to play it a few more times. So of course we're going to do so. And so we threw this back in. So for those who don't know what this does or didn't see the last video, first off, what Panharmonicon does is if an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers initial time. All of that text basically says if something would happen whenever it says enter the battlefield, you do it a second time. There's a couple other things that it can kind of help out with here and there to cause more triggers, but ultimately, if a Demanding Dragon comes down, which Demanding Dragon causes our opponent to choose whether to take 5 damage to the face or sacrifice a creature. Well, if we have a Panharmonicon down, they have to choose that twice. They have to say, okay, am I going to sacrifice a creature twice? Or sacrifice 2 creatures or take 10 damage to the face, you know, like, or, which, I mean, they get to choose, you know, kill 1, take 5, that kind of stuff. But anyway, all of our creatures that we have in this deck, when we're playing a ton of creatures, they come down and do damage to our opponent right away. And so what we're trying to do is, first off, just kind of burn out our opponent. I did take out some of our natural burn cards in here to give some more creatures like Ravenous Chupacabra, which is a decent you know, removal spell anyway, but we're just trying to kind of play a little bit more removal-y, a little more based around Panharmonicon. One way to kind of draw some cards, I don't know, I was trying to build a little bit differently, but still keep the same backbone of what I had there. But really the main cards we're trying to build around is Viashino Pyromancer comes in, deals 2 damage. If we have a Panharmonicon, deals 4 damage. Great sorts of, I mean, that for 2 mana and to get a 2/1 is so good. So really Panharmonicon just turns all of our early game stuff that wouldn't be as great into fantastic cards in the late game. And then Skymarch Bloodletter comes in, you know, they lose a life, we gain a life. That can double up. Or if we have 2 Panharmonicons, it triples. You know, of course, Goblin Chainwhirler, Demanding Dragon, Vampire Sovereign. I love Vampire Sovereign. If we get to 5 mana, especially if we're triggering this in multiple times, you know, gaining 6 life and doing 6 damage on a turn is so powerful, so much fun. Burning Sun's Avatar, I have just, a lot of people aren't throwing this into a lot of decks, and so I wanted to kind of show off a little bit of it. And the main reason is because you have to play, you know, 3 red mana symbols. It's really expensive for a typical red deck, but for this type of deck, it works perfect. You know, basically you can come in, we can kill 2 creatures a lot of times, and then deal 3 damage to each opponent. So really powerful. Combustible Gearhulk is amazing. First off, it's a way to draw his cards. If not, it can come in and we can pretty much burn our opponent out of the game, especially if we have Panharmonicons out. So anyway, fun deck. We'll see if we can get some wins like we did last time. And here we go. Real quick, I totally forgot. So up in the top right corner, we are going to have a poll for what you think is the best name for the deck. I have PanharBURNicon, which is a fun one, but I'll put a couple more up in the top right in the poll. Vote for your favorite one, and then also comment down below with one that you think is the best. I will pin the best name that I see down in the comments below, so that your comment shows up at the very top. All right, that's it. Let's go into get into the gameplay. Alrighty then, let's get into the gameplay. And we are playing PanharBURNicon. It's hard to say. Can't quite say that correctly. But this is a decent hand. We have a lot of mana to get into our top end stuff, which is what we want to do. That's just more fun. So we're going to keep this going first. Skymarch Bloodletter is not bad. We have some removal. Cinder Barrens goes down first. We pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain and a Fanatical Firebrand. Alrighty. Alright, so next turn we're going to leave up the Lightning Strike. Ooh, we might Fatal Push. So actually what we're going to do, we are going to play Mountain, pass the turn, and we'll see if we want a Fatal Push or Lightning Strike here. If they go to combat first, we're going to let them swing in and do damage. And let's see, do we actually remove anything here? I'm not sure that we do. I do think Fatal Push might not be as useful later on. So let's go ahead and fire off the Fatal Push. That's not too bad, I don't think. Ooh, Panharmonicon. Great. We are going to go ahead and play down this Skymarch Bloodletter, just in case they are playing really aggressive, maybe like a Pirates deck. I want to at least have a blocker. Alright, they Lightning Strike right away. That's totally fine. We bring them down to 19, gain some life back. They play a Mountain. And Goblin War Chief. Alright, so Goblins then. This will be pretty fun. Alright, alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play the Panharmonicon right away. And really just hoping for land so that we can play our Demanding Dragon. They do have like the Goblin Trashmaster, which this guy can destroy our Panharmonicon. He would have to destroy a Goblin though as well. Oh guys, I froze. It's not working. I can't see over their stuff. Every once in a while this happens. Does this happen to you guys as well, where like it just freezes, you can't see information anymore? Alright, let's see. If Panharmonicon comes down, I mean, they're going to have to kill a Goblin anyway, which kind of helps out with Demanding Dragon as well. But this can very easily do 10 damage to their face. Alright, so it comes down, triggers twice. They take it once. And do they take it twice? Alright. Sounds good. We actually have lethal with the Skymarch Bloodletter and Lightning Strike next turn now. So let's just hope they don't have removal for this Demanding Dragon. Alright, so Goblin Barrage comes in. They do damage to us, so now they can swing in safely. We're not going to block because this is our way of staying lethal. They bring us down to 4, pass the turn, and now we will go to combat first, attack in. Alright, come on. Man, MTG Arena is having all sorts of issues. Let's hope we can actually pull this off. Alright, so now we are going to play Swamp first, Skymarch Bloodletter, go, gain some life back. Opponent's going to sacrifice themselves, kill the Panharmonicon. We are going to go ahead and just fire off the Lightning Strike now to show that we have the lethal. So that'll go. That's fine. We come in, do 1 more point of damage, and bam! Oh, man, that was fun. Woo! Alright, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing PanharBURNicon. And the opponent's going first, so let's see what we draw into. Playing against Nick's guy. I think this is actually the guy we just barely played against, so we are going to keep this. Opponent keeps it to the top. And yep, I'm pretty positive this is the same person we just played against. Mountain, pass the turn. Pyromancer, do some damage. Down to 18, opponent's turn. Alright, so if this game goes better, I probably won't show the first game, so even though this might be the same guy, this might be the first time you actually see it, so FYI, that's kind of how I work with that. Alright, maybe not. Snubhorn Sentry, playing the Ascend deck. Let's see, and do I blow that up just so I can keep getting in damage? I don't think I do, because that's not really our game plan here. So go to my turn. Our game plan is more about getting Panharmonicons out and just doing fun things. So no attackers. We know that he'll just block. Ravenous Chupacabra can clear up a wider board, which really helps against the Ascend peoples. Alright, so we're going to play Mountain. We're going to play Pyromancer. So, I mean, we could have gone for another Panharmonicon there to make this a little bit better, but I like getting... I wanted to get the Skymarch Bloodletter down so I could at least start attacking in for some damage, extra attackers here. So I think ultimately this was better. So yeah, no attackers again. Pass the turn. Brought them down to 10. Compulsory rest. Alright, so we can pay 2 to gain 2 life if ever we need to, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and play the other Panharmonicon now. All-out attack with those that can. He'll be able to block 1, we'll do 2 damage down to 8. And so we actually have lethal if they don't play anything now. With another Pyromancer, we'll be doing 6 damage to them, and then can swing in for the last 2. Alright, Cast Out comes down for a Panharmonicon. That's cool, that's cool. Let's see, actually, ooh, that was actually what we needed. Alright, so now we can Ravenous Chupacabra first. Kill this fella twice. Yep, he's very dead. Very, very dead. Play the Pyromancer, bring him down to 4, and then swing in for 4. Yep, so opponent scoops it up. Woo, that went really, really well. Alrighty. Not too shabby at all. Got all sorts of good stuff here. Alright, so another Lightning Mare, not bad. Claim prize. Go to packs, let's check it out. Ooh, a Resplendent Angel. We do already have a full play set. I did invest in that as soon as this set came out. But yeah, not too bad. Alright, so there you guys have it with PanharBURNicon, and pretty good deck. Wasn't too shabby at all. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the deck. Maybe some things you would change. Unfortunately, we are losing our main piece here, Panharmonicon, and so I was saying this is almost a rotation-proof deck. I went on this whole spiel and then I caught myself had to redo all of this because I realized this is leaving. Oh man, it's so sad. Along with Fatal Push, Combustible Gearhulk, but everything else in here stays. So I really hope we get something to the tune of Panharmonicon again. I mean, we got Nabon for the Wizards at least, you know. But if that doesn't come, we can at least hopefully look for some more enter the battlefield Burny creatures. Super, super powerful mechanic, I think. Just anytime they come in and do damage, you get to basically turn a lightning strike into that with a creature, and I'm all about that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.